Greetings, adventurers. Ease here. The dawn of the hunt, Path of Exile 2, finally dropped. So the first question I wanted answered is, did my Titan Bonemelter survive all the delays? I already took a look at the patch notes. I originally wanted to make this video when the patch notes came out, but there was just too much variables we didn't know about, like the numerical values on the skills that had changed, or the layout of the passive tree that may have changed, so I didn't make the video yet. But now the patch has dropped and I jumped into a few maps, and I can tell you the build is just fine. Actually, I think it's better than before because of a few things. So let's go over the patch notes first and see what changed. I'm only going to try and cover the things that are applicable to this build. So the endgame changes are what they are, Atlas passive tree changes, general improvements, player changes. I believe there's one player change that's relevant. We can now do a parry after we block. Of course there's no enemies here, so I can't actually parry, but there should be a follow-up attack. I didn't try that yet. Ascendancy changes, nothing really special here. Surprising strength ascendancy notable passive is now 50%, but we didn't use that one, so that's no change for us. And the Earthbreaker Ascendancy notable passive is now 25%, but we didn't use that either, so the passives, the notables are, the Ascendancies are just the same. 20 inventory slots, 50% increase of small passives, we got our 50% more maximum life, and if I actually did my 4th Ascendancy, we would have 50% more armor from equipped body armor. So what else did change? Passive tree skill changes, nothing much. I checked. There's in the section we use, nothing really changed. I believe, I don't know if the stun build-up here was present before, but that's actually buffed, so no problem there. And all the other notes I checked, and I don't think any of them changed whatsoever, except the wording on Giant's Blood, but that's not relevant. So, the passive skill tree, it's okay. Many skill changes, that's why I wanted to wait for one, the passive tree skill changes, and the skill changes the numerical values, but only 2 skills we use really got, no, 3 if I remember correctly. Let me just find them real quickly. Fireball, Flame Blast, no. Is it alphabetically? Yeah. Oh good, that helps. Hammer of the Gods no longer has cooldown, but now requires 20 glory to use. Glory is a resource that gets built up by heavy stunning enemies. The amount of glory gained is based on the stunned monster's power. So that's actually not a relevant change, because we only use Hammer of the Gods when we're fighting bosses, and we're going for the stun anyway, so nothing really changed here. As for numerically, I don't think anything changed. Let me just check. Hammer of the Gods, nope. So the next skill we use that got is Perfect Strike. Yeah, no longer always ignites and now has an attack speed of 35% of base, previously 45. I actually specifically tried Perfect Strike on a rare in the maps I run. The slower attack speed is noticeable, really noticeable, but not really a problem. Quality now provides 20 more ignite chance with the amount of damage we do. In fact, we run Avatar of Fire, so everything is fire damage. We will practically always ignite anyway, so Perfect Strike also now deals damage in a wider area close to the player, making it less likely to miss enemies standing next to the player. I would say that's a buff. And the last skill that changed is Leap Slam, if I remember correctly. Leap Slam, where are you? Yes, Leap Slam. Now has more stun build up at gem levels 7 to 20. This is actually really relevant. Why? The whole build revolves around Bone Shatter and thus the heavy stun mechanic, and the fact that Leap Slam now has more stun build up makes it so that we often pass the heavy stun threshold and fully normally stun the mobs with Leap Slam, if that makes sense. The way to get around this is pretty easy, and it might be an economical buff, if you will, because the way we get around this is this is my character from last week. Nothing changed, so I have a level 24 Leap Slam. That's 19 from the gem and 5 from my equipment. So the way we get around the extra stun build up is we don't level Leap Slam so high. Maybe, I don't know, to 10 and then 5 from the gear, that would be 15. It depends on your gear, so you have to find out yourself, but anyway, it's not detrimental to the build whatsoever. I don't think any other skills. Stampede, yes, but we didn't use Stampede. Support changes. Now, the changes to the supports we already knew are not relevant to us whatsoever. I did take a look at the new supports, and there are some new supports that might benefit our build, but I first wanted to try with the old setup. As you can see, it's just what I have been playing all along. I didn't change anything. Same with skill tree. As you can see, I still have my reset. I didn't change anything yet, and the build just works fine. Window of opportunity is a slight nerf, but I think Perfect Strike still hits like a truck. Perfect Strike, where are you? Here it is. Look at that. This one. It's still 8k hit and a 2.6k ignite, and that's on my shield setup. If I switch, it's an 8k hit and a 5.3k ignite. So that still be enough. Unique item changes. We didn't really use uniques. Item changes in general, nothing really here that affects us. Monster changes. Now, here are some things that do affect us. I don't know if I can find them. Bosses. No, one thing that changed is that bosses had armor penetration and they no longer have. So that's a buff to our survivability. Armor on all monsters has been reduced. That's not relevant to us because we're doing flame damage. What else? There was something else I just didn't think about right now. User interface, microtransactions. No. The heavy stun buildup changed. That's what. Here. Magic enemies are now primed for stun when they have at least 50% heavy stun buildup. Rare 60s and unique 70s. That's 10% less. So we stun more easily. So that would be a buff. Especially on bosses, it will be a buff. So that's fantastic. Our build got buffed while all other builds got nerfed, so that's a huge difference. I can tell you how much difference this makes. So let's just pick a 15 map. Can I have one normal? No. Here. So increased magic pack size and more random ailment threshold, but that's not relevant except maybe for the ignite. Magic here. 11% less resistances. That's not good, but just to showcase closest map. Jump in. Just check my skills real quick if I'm not in my boss setup, because that would be not good. Scavenge plating type meat, hold of ash, yep. And flammability there, yep. So mobility is still there.
Come here!
And as you can see, the damage is also really good. Still like big explosions there. I've been playing the league, the PoE1 league, Titan. It's a little bit of adjustment to get back into. Oh, that was a rare that just blew up. So I would say our damage is pretty good. Didn't really notice the rare was there. Boom. At the loot just to showcase what goes to the loot. And here's a bit of the problem. The bit of a change, the stun threshold did change. So we don't always get the plan to stun immediately. But again, if you play with the level of and the damage on leap slams. This should be fixed. Ooh, a wisp. I didn't see one yet. So how do these wisps work? You just forward them.
Straight to it then, spirit.
Two wisps. Do they go to the same rare or do they split up?
Down. Don't let up.
There you go.
That's what a good hunt.
So if I'm not mistaken, the wisps would give extra modifiers to the race, making them harder, because you can see Bill has no problem. I randomized playing this build. I really love the explosions.
I'm not ready.
Complete. Okay, so granted this was just a normal map, not very juiced at all, but I think just to show the builds survived the nerfs and changes just perfectly. So if you're looking for strong strike based instead of slam based warrior build, I think this will do just fine. Now, thank you for watching, and as always, keep on walking.